Captivates here from Pop Turnus into Flora lead Thiemann about Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, going to be in theaters November 17th. Welcome to the show. Thanks so much for being here.
Hello.
This is so exciting. I mean, I feel like this is such a cool thing because you get the role and you're going to be part of the Hunger Games universe and it's going to come out in November. Like, is it starting to kind of sink in that people are going to be able to see the film?
Yeah, of course. I'm also so excited because I didn't see the film yet too.
Yeah, you want to see it too, absolutely. What can you tell me specifically about the audition process? Did you audition for the character you got? How long was the audition? Like, what can you tell me about auditioning for Hunger Games?
Yeah, it was I think I got first the self-tape audition and I was like, okay, wow, this I will send it, but probably I will not even hear something back. But then the next step was I was in a Zoom meeting with like the director, Francis Lawrence, the producer, Nina Jacobson, the casting directors, and they were like, look, we have this role. It is not big, but do you want it? And I was like, sure. Yeah, and then it was super fast actually. It was such just the self-tape and the meeting, and then yeah, I was in.
What can you tell us about, because the movie's not out yet, we don't want to go into big spoilers, but like, what can you tell us about the character? Like who you play specifically, without giving too much away. I'm sure you're able to tell us something.
The name of my character is Livia Cardew. She's a mentor from the capital. So we're basically a group of mentors in the school teaching the tributes. But it is she like I heard in the book, like in the novel, she seems to be very mean and a lot of people hate her. But no, but in the movie we were more like this school group and I don't feel like you really hate her. She's giving some comments maybe, but yeah.
So with that being said, what was the research like for you? Like, did you check out the books a lot before filming?
I didn't read the book because it was clear that we will more be like in this school group. I, of course, read about my character and everything, but yeah, it was more like this typical school dynamic thing. We were all there playing the characters that are really like deep, explained in the book, but in the movie, the focus is more like on the main parts. Yeah,
100%. You're an actor, that worked on a lot of things. You're German, so you've been working on a lot of German film and TV and everything. What can you tell me specifically about, a lot of the stuff that's being made in Germany right now? I mean, with kind of like this global kind of streaming services, a lot more people get to see a lot of German TV and film, like Kids that was on Netflix. But what can you tell me about it lately?
So I think Germany slowly also like gets into trying more out. Like we have some projects that are going more into, for example, like the fantasy bubble or like maybe being brave to try new things out because we do have a lot of like comedy in Germany. And I really like the projects that are more like concentrating on special stories or trying out something brave. So I really like that now they try out more. Yeah.
Absolutely. When you kind of worked on Hunger Games film, I feel like when you showed up like the first day on set, like I feel like there was a lot, right? Like it was big scale, you're learning a lot and everything. What was that like the first couple of days on set for the movie?
No, it was crazy, especially because obviously the world of Hunger Games. I watched these movies already as a kid, and I could never imagine that I will once like see this in person. And especially because it was the prequel, so actually happening before what we already saw, it was so interesting to dive into that universe that you heard about already. And it was crazy costumes, props, locations. You really felt like in a different world, like as you would watch a movie about the Hunger Games. So really glad to experience that.
And to add to that, you kind of add, the costumes, the characters, the Hunger Games world. Is there one moment, like what did you like the most element wise of being part of the Hunger Games world? What was your favorite part of it?
No, I think that I had the chance to experience a world that I already knew, like in person, to really have this energy in the room of being in a universe that I already had in mind years before, and then seeing it in person. And also, I really love that it was such an international crew and cast. So we really worked together, like Germans, Americans, people from the UK, South Africa, and even more. So it was really international and close groups that felt like a little family being there in their different groups, and a lot of people working on this project. It was amazing to see. Yeah.
When you kind of wrap the project, because, we haven't seen the movie yet, so we don't know, you talked a little bit about your character, but we don't know what the scenes are like. Like, we don't know much. So I'm interested to hear what this answer is going to be. Because, I feel like when you wrap a project, there's different kind of feelings, right? Depending on the role. Like, if it's something that's, really intense, you wrap, maybe you're, tired, you know what I mean? You're like, oh, I need a break. Or maybe it's just like, oh, I'm ready for the next project, you know what I mean? What was it like for you wrapping Hunger Games? Like, what was the feeling like when you wrapped it?
Yeah. No, it was crazy because it was a long process. Even if I didn't have so many days, they were not in a row. So it was over a month being there and being away again and being there. So it felt like
film?
a little.
Where was it filmed?
In Poland and Germany.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And this is why when it was wrapped, it really felt, okay, a big thing is over now, because it was a part of all our lives for such a long time. Even if we didn't, me and some members of my group, we were not filming every day or anything. But still we had our breaks, then we were back there, then we were back home. So it was a long period. So it was, it was kind of crazy after it was finished, because we worked on this so long. Yeah.
Was it half and half, Poland and Germany, for your stuff, or because you live in Germany, so I feel like it's easy that to be in Germany?
No, I think most of the movie was shot in Germany, I think.
Okay.
No, I shot in the end in Poland for a few days, and then they had different kind of locations, obviously, for the different kind of scenes and locations.
We love the Hunger Game books and we love the Hunger Game movies because they have kind of everything. They have the action, they have the romance, they have a lot of kind of the important issues and themes and everything. Is it safe to say that's what we're going to get with this film on November 17th? We're going to get a lot of different things, specifically, Flora?
I would say so, but I mean, like I said, I didn't watch the movie yet, so I will not promise anything, but yeah, from what I saw and my vibe of the movie,
and you probably read your scripts, like the stuff that you're in.
No, of course, but I mean, but you never know, it is different to read something from really watching it. But from what I saw and experienced, and from what I heard, it will be very exciting.
And last question too, obviously acting is something you're focused on, you're acting in the Hunger Games movie, but a lot of people go behind the camera, go behind the scenes as well. They act, but they also produce, they direct, they write. Obviously maybe you're focusing on acting right now, but do you ever think about maybe going behind the camera and creating and writing and directing at all?
It is super interesting to me, but I think my main focus is in acting. But I worked on some short films with friends or everything like that, and helped out. And it is really, really fulfilling for me to be creative in any kind. So yeah, maybe for the future, I could imagine that too.
Absolutely. And like I said, November 17th, Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes is going to be in theaters. Flora, thank you so much for your time. It was great chatting with you.
Thank you too.
Your Instagram account is the best way for people to keep up to date with everything, right? Is it just your name?
Yeah. It's my full name, Thiemann.
Perfect. Awesome. Well, this has been Pop Turnitive. YouTube.com/Pop Turnitive for previous episodes. You're going to be able to catch Flora Lee Thiemann in Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes in theaters November 17th. Until next time, this is Flora and P.g.a. Beats signing off.
Thank you for tuning in to Pop Turnitive. Make sure to check out our past episodes of Pop Turnitive on YouTube.
This has been an Autograph Communications production.